I mean, coming to that, let's talk about
Influencing.
Which I am not.
you're
Whether
getting
you
there.
like-
Honestly,
whether
you're
you
getting
like
there.
it or not, you're
No,
getting
but one
there.
thing, honestly, 6 months ago, I think 6-8 months ago when we first met you,
Yeah.
I think at the office itself, right? And
Yeah.
from then to here, it's been, I mean, tremendous growth, which in terms of your following as well, and in terms of how you've kind of come up in the social media ranks too, right?
Thank you.
And which is why we again call you what we do, the Finfluencer. the correct Finfluencer is the right word, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Influencer can be a good thing also.
Can
Yeah, it's exactly
it's
that's
not-
the
it's not
point,
always
right? It
negative.
shouldn't be a bad thing.
No, but lately we've actually become quite obsessed with those this whole finance
Yes.
influencer thing. I think
Yes.
they really erupted during COVID. उससे पहले तो कुछ इतना concept ही नहीं था. You know, influencers they were for other things. You know, maybe fashion or like
Correct.
makeup or this and that. Suddenly, finance makes an influencing sort of thing, right? And generally, we wanted to understand from you because you probably monitor them a lot more closely than we do. We obviously have our opinions, but we wanted to understand what kind of impact do you think they're creating on society. I think that generally they do more good than bad because generally, especially when they start off,
Yeah.
later, you know, as they start making money, it's a little questionable what they start doing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when they start off, they are genuinely putting good information out there
Yeah.
in a way where people can consume, you know, in tiny sort of short forms that a lot
Correct.
of other media houses are not able to do.
Yeah.
You know, and I do think I do think that they deserve a lot of the success that they're getting. So, what in terms of how they're impacting society, what do you think has been their journey?
Yeah. So you're absolutely right. They have brought a lot of people into the market who initially were not engaged, were not interested in investing at all. So to that extent, great. They've got people started on that journey. And through platforms like Instagram, like, you know, who would have thought you can dance and talk about finance, but
Exactly.
people do. But you're right. What has happened is with a lot of them, after the big money began flowing in, there is no filter in what they will promote, what they will advertise. Right? When crypto was in fashion, they were big on crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was that whole Vault episode where they were promoting Vault like an FD, and people invested.
Exactly. That's the worst thing. Yeah. I mean, misleading. To be honest, misleading investors is the worst thing you can do as a finance professional, or what do you call yourself as an influencer, right? Getting money from someone to promote something is still fine.
Yeah.
But just using that money to kind of mislead people to do whatever they want by, you know, speaking rubbish. I mean,
Yeah.
it's rubbish. Yeah, Vault as an FD is stupid.
I think they simply just don't care, right? For them, their currency is clicks. They want views, and whatever will get them views, they'll do it.
Correct.
And because whatever views they get on this video increases their potential earnings from the next video. That's all that matters, right, for them. So there's no accountability in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, now we see them moving towards fitness and diet. So whatever works, let's go and do on that.
I
But
think in my personal opinion is that if the followers know where they're earning from, right, then this is my opinion, then it's not necessarily unethical per se. Like, let's say, because that's like saying that obesity is caused by McDonald's, you know. But what my problem is when the viewers don't understand how this influencer is exactly earning. You know, those affiliate links. That in my opinion is a big problem, especially if you click, like if you see a lot of these big influencers,
Correct.
Zerodha ka ek link hota hai, and they click. Now the guy doesn't know that this guy's gonna get lifetime revenue.
Correct.
When he trades, every
Correct.
time this guy trades, right?
Yeah.
So his content now he's influenced to sort of put out content which will you know, encourage this guy to keep trading on and off,
Yeah.
you know, as for as long as possible, and he has no idea that this is happening. So I'm not okay with that. I think that is a problem.
correct. Problem is we have to understand how do brokers make money, right?
Yeah.
Brokers make money from F&O. If you're a discount broker, delivery trades are free.
Correct.
And futures and options are inherently loss making for investors. I mean, there's a SEBI study out there which says
9 out of
9
10.
9 out of 10, yeah. People don't make money. So there is every incentive for a broker to get the customer to trade F&O, and the influencer economy and the affiliate links feed into that. Just keep them trading, keep them generating commissions.
Correct.
If they make losses or not, who cares? That is the...
I think we're also using Finfluencer as an umbrella term, but there are different types, right? So there is the type that know what they're doing is wrong. They're doing pump and dump schemes, like the one that Arshad Warsi's name came up in. They knew that this is pure market manipulation. They wanted to increase the stock price and get out of it,
Yeah.
and that's that. There are others that are more subtle, like
Yeah.
Vault. They're not manipulating the market, so to say, but what they're doing is morally a gray area. And there are others where it's even more subtle, as you said. They don't even know, like the audience doesn't know where they're making their money.
Yeah.
So there's a whole spectrum out there, and I guess that's where regulations need to come in. So how do you think that can be regulated?
Absolutely. So there is this SEBI advertisement code which applies to RIAs, registered investment advisors, and RAs, registered research analysts,
Yeah.
which is so stringent. Practically anything you say is constituted as marketing under that code. But somehow when it comes to brokers and these links, none of that seems to apply.
They're out of it.
Yeah.
No, in fact, honestly, I've been a Zerodha user since the last 6 years, and if someone tells me that this particular guy is earning from you every time you trade, right? That's a betrayal kind of a thing, to be very honest, right?
Yeah.
Especially not only Zerodha, but most of these firms who have been coming
Yeah.
up, like the platforms, right, which we keep hearing, these ads which come up,
Yeah.
right? We think that, okay, fine, they're doing well, they have so many subscribers, they have so many demat accounts doing well, and it's this growth story of India kind of a thing. But if you come to think of it, it's just a few finfluencers who are just kind of manipulating retail individuals who just probably don't know. Like, I'm on Twitter, active on Twitter, right? Now I see a comment or I see some video, I'm gonna like it, right? And to be honest, I'm in the field, so I know what's right and what's wrong. But I'm sure there are millions and millions of people out there who don't know, and they just follow this guy and be like, okay, cool, let me try this.
No, there's one other way in which they make money, which we should talk about. And that is these educational courses.
Correct.
Right?
Oh my
Yes.
god.
500 rupees, 1000 rupees, I'll teach you to trade, I'll teach you how to make
I'll
If
make
it
you
look-
Rakesh
You-
Jindal.
You've seen those seminars, right?
Yeah,
Regarding
yeah.
option trading. Oh my god. So a rented car, which is probably a Range or Merc or something, and 3 cars, not even one, for one guy. Okay, and there are bodyguards and all that. They book lavish 5-star hotels.
Yeah.
Probably take 10,000, 20,000 per seminar, right, per person.
Correct.
Right, and there are hundreds and hundreds of people who attend that.
Yeah.
Absolute rubbish. So I'll tell you this case wherein there's this guy very active on Twitter, used to be now. So when there was no verification or anything of that sort, right?
Yeah.
Every day, 2 crores profit today, 5 crores profit. You know who I'm talking about too, I think. 5 crores
I think you
profit
can
today.
take the name, I think.
Okay.
Tia Sundar, man. Like,
No, but there's this another guy called MD Nasir or someone. I don't know if, I think I must have, I'll
Yeah, I've
share
heard,
that as
yeah.
well. So this guy, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Pune, he has the seminars lined up in the next 2 months or something like that, right? Hundreds and hundreds of people go to that. And before that, right, he just start posting 1 crore today, 2 crores today. If you want to know, come to the seminar and we'll take advance and all of that.
Yeah.
Then a good thing which came up in the community, which is very good, there is this verified screenshot which came in. Verified screenshot or verified PNL.
Yeah.
Right? Which is basically your Zerodha account or wherever you're trading, you can kind of verify this is okay, this is
Yeah.
what I've made. After that, 40,000, loss of 30,000, 20,000, what crores, everything gone for a toss.
the basic logic is, if this guy is able to make crores from trading, why would he waste your time teaching you? He will only make
Exactly.
Yeah. This is actually the classic play from like the West. I
Yeah.
think all these influencers, they started doing this in the West.
Yeah.
Like there's this guy called Grant Cardone. I don't know if you know him. Or there's Ty
Of
Lopez.
course, the real estate
Ty-
tycoon.
Ty Lopez and all of that.
Yeah.
It's all Rolls Royce, hired cars, or hired jets and all of that. And then, they'll pack up their shoot and go
Yeah,
back to their
yeah.
place and all of that. None of it is real, and unfortunately a lot of people start believing it. It's
Yeah.
super easy to buy a Rolls Royce, super easy to buy a Porsche. It's just how it works.
But you know what you're saying about these seminars and larger than life sort of image?
Correct.
This just reminds me of these like old school Ponzi schemes where they'd call people and be like, we can double your money and all and that. And
Lakshmi
that's
Chat.
essentially they're using the same
No,
the same
so
like
This is
roadmap.
modern Lakshmi Chat.
No, this is modern.
वही तो है, work
Exactly.
But a little more like on the whole SEBI thing. Like I
Yeah.
think the Madhvi Booch, she was like, something is cooking, she said, which
She
I could
did.
not understand what is
Yeah.
cooking exactly. But I don't know if you're a journalist, so you would know what exactly is cooking. I would want to know कि हो क्या रहा है यार इस पे, मतलब is for people like us who are honestly trying to make a difference or add value to people, right? Get them to do their SIPs, get them to do their index funds or whatever. And then there's these other guys. So how are we supposed to?
Yeah. So for SEBI, there are two dilemmas.
Yeah.
One is that there is freedom of speech in India, right? It's protected by the Constitution
Correct.
of India.
Yeah.
Correct.
So a SEBI rule cannot violate the Constitution itself.
Right.
The other is that a lot of the advertisers of influencers will be entities that are either unregulated, right? Who regulates Vault? Unregulated.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or it will be entities regulated by RBI or by IRDA, an insurance company, an NBFC. SEBI can't put any restrictions on them.
Right.
So unfortunately, these things are something that probably the regulators all need to get together and tackle. But
Yeah.
even at SEBI's end, right, broker links, they regulate the brokers. What is stopping them from pulling these links?
The affiliate links, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
affiliate links,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Also,
that is not happening.
what most of these guys do is that they'll say this whole, they'll make a recommendation, they'll give the rationale, they'll make a whole pitch, and then at the end of the thing, they'll just say, this is not advice.
Haath khade kar
They say, you're on your own, I'm not responsible for this.
For
And that one
educational
statement
Is this the
absolves them of
new way of
everything.
saying mutual funds are subject to...
Subject to market risk.
Do it at your own risk.
Say it really fast.
Yeah, say it super fast.
No, but yeah, they do that, right? All of them, they'll. I mean, honestly, whatever crypto they want to, or maybe just a random share. I know there's this famous guy, right? Mr. Srivastava or something. Now he's
Akshat, yeah.
most of his stocks have gone down to the dogs, right? But
Yeah?
and now he's talking about how people get their commission and people should be into health.
He's going political. He's like, why are we making monuments from tax money?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was like,
Yeah.
boss, just stick
There's
to
no hierarchy
influencing,
back
yeah,
there,
please.
no,
He's talking about the IRR of the Statue of Unity. I was like,
Oh my God.
I was like, this is too much, yeah. 1.8% is the yield from the tax collection. I was like, which country does not have monuments? Yeah, just leave it alone. Just stick to your influencing. Yeah, please don't get political.
Well, it's not just individuals, but a lot of these companies as well. I mean, we saw all the IPL ads. One, they're extremely annoying. They're like the worst ads possible. But two, they make it sound like trading is so easy. Market sabka hai boss, right? Or earn a second income. Or, in the peak of the crypto days, that equating it to like FD returns and all, that should be heavily regulated. How can you make these statements and lure people into trading?